Hi, second graders, this is your video. Today we're going to talk about telling time to a quarter past and a quarter to the hour. All right, let's get started. On my board, you can see that I have a clock. Okay, and then I have my Judy clock. Well, did you know that the clock can be split into 4 parts? Okay, well, let me show you how that works. See, we can split my clock, and I can split it like this. I can split my clock into 4 parts. Here's part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here's my first part right here. What do you notice that it lands on? You're right, it lands on the 3. So this is my first part. Let's draw this out here. This is my first part. So I'm going to put my first part in blue. My second part is going to be this part right here. What time does that land on? That lands on the 6, so we know that that's a quarter after. Now, what part is this? This is part 3. You're right. And what does that land on? Oh, it lands on the 9. And the last part that my clock can be split up into has my 4th part, and here's my 4th part. And that would be on the 12. Very good job. So we can see that here is my regular clock. We've used this. Now, here we go. Let's look at this clock. How would I make this look like that? Well, let's practice. What happens if I would say 1 o'clock? Well, let's make my clock say 1 o'clock. Here we go. My clock doesn't want to participate this morning. All right, there's 1 o'clock. Now, look, does it match that? It sure does. Now, what happens if I wanted to say my clock says 1:30? Where would I put that? You're right, Shorty tells me the hour because he has more power. And here's my minute hand. So my minute hand is going to go all the way down to the 30. Okay, very good. We say that this is 1:30. What do we say? 1:30. Very good. But look here, I said my clock can be divided into 4 parts. Well, let's make this clock say 3:15. Where's 3:15? Can you tell me how to do that? Okay, my hour hand is going to go to my what? Yes, you're right. It's going to go to my 3. And where's my minute hand going to go? 3:15. Well, we know that 15, we count by 5s. 5, 10, and 15 right there. Very good work. There's another name for 3:15. So I can write this way on my clock. I can write it 3:15. And I would put AM or PM behind it. But I can also write it or say it another way. This is a quarter past 3. Say that with me. A quarter past 3. And why is it a quarter? Because how many quarters are in a dollar? You're right, there's 4. How many parts do we divide my clock into? Yes, we divided it into 4, didn't we? On the 3, the 6, the 9, and the 12. So if I have 3:15, this is a quarter past 3. Because I have moved 1 spot, 1/4 of my clock. Now, what happens if I want to say 3:45? 3:45. Well, I'm going to move my hand. My hour hand stays where it's at. Kind of moves a little bit, but this one doesn't really move. Here we go. Let's move it. So 5, 10, 15. Is that how we count when we go on the clock? No, that was counting by minutes. So we're at 15, and I said 3:45. How am I going to do that? Well, there's 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. There we go. Now my clock says what? Ooh, I have to change this because it's not 3:15 anymore. It is 3:45. Okay, now, how many quarters of it is it? Well, 1, 2, 3. So this one was a quarter after. Now, this one, we're going to say a quarter to 4. Okay, now why would I say a quarter to 4? Because, look, I only have to go one more quarter to get it to go to the time that says what? 4 o'clock. Oops, that didn't move. 4 o'clock. Very good work. So 3:45, we can also say, is a quarter to 4. All right, let's try another one. One more together, and then I'm going to give you a problem today that I want you to see what time and tell me what it is. Let's move my clock to 8 o'clock. Okay, here's 8 o'clock. And I want my time to say 8:15. So how could I say 8:15 or 8:15? What time would that be? So let's write that down. 8:15. Oops, I don't want to write that because that'll tell you the answer. 8:15. Okay, well, look at this clock. Where's my quarter? 1 quarter. We know that it's going to land on the what? Yes, it's going to land on the 3. So here we go. I'm going to move my minute hand to the 3. So if I move it, what time is 8:15? You got it. 8:15. Very good. Now, instead of saying 8:15, I want to say 8:45 to 9. What time would 8:45 be? Remember, it has to have 1 quarter left to go, so I'm going to move this all around here. And what time would that be? You got it. You guys are smart cookies today. My time is going to be 8:45. So a quarter after, quarter after, or a quarter past is going to have the hour first, and then it's always going to have the 15 like that. Now, if we switch over here to this side, a quarter to a number is always going to have the same hour hand, but then it's always going to end in what? 45. Very good. So today we talked about a quarter after or a quarter past. Some people say that. And a quarter to a specific number. I'm going to set my clock, and I want you to tell me what time is a quarter past and what time is a quarter to. Okay, let me get my clock. Here we go. I'm not going to show you. Let's say, okay, here's my clock. I set it. Can you tell me a quarter after or a quarter past? All right, friends, until we meet tomorrow. Bye.